Hi everyone, this is Amber and today I'm going to be showing you how to make this Gerudo bracelet. This is another bracelet that is named after something from The Legend of Zelda. As some of you know on Instagram, I'm a big fan of the Zelda series. Anyway, this is designed by me, and if you do make this, then please post it on Instagram and tag me. My Instagram is rosey.loom. And use hashtag RoseyLoomStuff and hashtag Gerudo Bracelet. And let's just get started. This bracelet is a hook only design, but if you can see, you need to add an extra border. So today you'll be needing a hook. I'm going to be using a double-ended hook, but it doesn't really matter since there won't be that many bands, but a double-ended hook will be easier. You'll also be needing a C-clip or S-clip, and of course you'll be needing some bands. For the white in this bracelet, which is both of the borders, I'm also going to be using white. For the black, which is the center colour, I'm going to be using this dark blue, and all the bands aren't official, sorry, but yeah. And for the pink and purple, I'm going to be using this teal colour and light green. So let's just get started with showing you how to make the bracelet. So we're going to start off this bracelet with our border colour, and you're going to start with a 6 loop setup. So you put the first band on your hook and twist it into a figure 8, put it back on, make a cap band. And yeah, you're going to make a 6 loop setup, so you pull another band, same colour, through both of the loops and reclaim the outermost loop. Then you pull another band through the first 2 and you reclaim the outermost loop, which is the loop that isn't the cap band. Then you need to flip the bracelet and do that on the other way. You pull the first band off and reclaim the cap band loop. Then you pull a band through the first 2 and reclaim the outermost loop, which isn't the cap band loop. So there's your 6 loop setup. Now we're going to be adding the center band. So I'm going to take my dark blue, I'm going to pull it through the first 4, and then you reclaim the outer 2 loops. So it should look like something like this, and it might look a bit weird, but it's not completely normal. Now we're going to start adding the pink and purple in this bracelet. So I'm going to take my light green and I'm going to pull it through the first 2. Then I need to reclaim the outermost loop and put the green band back on the hook. Now you need to, counting from the tip of the hook, you need to take the 3rd loop, which is the 2nd green loop, and put it over the end of the hook. You might need to pull it a tiny bit. Now we need to add a border band, so you pull it through the first 3 and reclaim the green band, which is the outermost loop. That. Yeah, that's just the cap band. And now you need to repeat those steps on the other side. So you take the green band and you pull it through the first 2 loops. 2 loops. Reclaim the outermost loop and put the green band back on. Then you take the 3rd band and pull it over the end of the hook. And you take another border band, pull it through the first 3, reclaim the green band, which is the outermost loop. So it should look something like that now. And now we're back to our 6 loop setup, even though 2 of them are green. That is completely normal. And then the process repeats. So I'm going to show you 3 more times. And this makes the center-ish piece from here to here. We will need to add extra borders later on. I will show you how to do that, but I'm just going to show you 3 more times how to do the center-ish piece. So you take the centre band, pull it through the first 4, reclaim the outer 2 loops, like that. Now I'm going to take my teal. You can use different colours, like you can alternate like in rainbow or whatever. I'm just going to use 2 colours. You pull it through the first 2 loops, reclaim the outermost loop and put the band back on the hook, and you take the 3rd band counting from the end of the hook and put it over, and I'm going to slightly pull it a bit, and I'm going to take a border band, pull it through the first 3, reclaim the outermost loop, like that, and I'm going to slide it to the other end of the hook and repeat the process. So pull it through the first 2, reclaim the outermost loop, put it back on. The 3rd loop goes over the tip of the hook. The border band goes through the first 3, reclaim the outermost loop. This is quite a simple process. I'm going to show you 2 more times. So I'm going to take the centre band again, pull this through the first 4, reclaim the outer 2 loops, and I'm going to take my light green again, so I'm going light green teal, and I know I come up with the weirdest colour combinations. I pull this through the first 2, reclaim the outermost loop, and counting from the end of the hook, the 3rd loop goes over the tip of the hook and slightly pull it, and the border band goes through the first 3 and you reclaim the outermost loop, and you repeat on the other side. Like that. I'm going to show you, I'll just show you twice more. I keep on losing count during tutorials, sorry. So yeah, centre band first through the first 4, and remember to keep the bands in order. I'm sorry, this happens sometimes with me. Pull it through the first 4, reclaim the outer 2. Then I've got my teal this time, pull it through the first 2, reclaim the outermost loop. 3rd loop goes over the tip of the hook and you pull it a bit. The border band goes through the first 3, reclaim the outermost loop. And, centre band this time. You repeat on the other side. Like that. So you can start to see the centre bands, like that. I'm going to show you once more, and then I'm going to make it a bit longer off camera so I can show you how to add the extra borders. So centre band, then light green, and then the border band, and repeat on the other side. Like this. So you need to carry on making this, and it needs to be a bit longer than the length of it. Needs to be bigger than your wrist, because it will shrink once you add the borders, or you can just make it like this without adding any borders. But anyway, I'm going to make it a bit longer off camera and then I'll show you how to add the borders. Okay, so I haven't made it that much longer, but I'm going to close off this bit now. But before I pull a band through, I need to let these coloured bands drop. So you pull the first two loops off, let go of the second loop and put the first loop back on, like that. And you repeat that on the other side. So take the first two loops, or you could just take the first loop off, let the second loop drop, and put it back on. Now you should have 4 loops on your hook instead of 6. And then all you have to do then is pull a border band through everything and you clip it like this. So now you're ready to add borders, like extra borders, and here, and I would recommend doing it a single chain border, because if you do it a fishtail border, it'll look too cramped and the bracelet will just look really weird. Okay, let's start with the borders. So if you can see these kind of bits sticking out, those are the bits you're going to be putting the border on. So you put the hook through the first loop bit here. You don't put it through the cap band. Then you need to pull the band through it like this, and then you just put the next loop on your hook and pull a border band through everything. And that's basically it that you have to do for the whole thing. But I'm going to do it all on camera. But I do hope you understand it. It is a very simple border. And if you don't understand it, then I'm very, very sorry. I'm not really that good at explaining sometimes. I'm not very good at looming sometimes either. So you can start to see it now, like that. Yeah, I'm doing it right, sorry. I have doubts in myself a lot. Okay, so that was the last loop bit, but you do need to do another border band, and that's why you dropped these bands before closing this off. So if you can see the border, you need to go in through the border chain bit and grab the tail band like this, and do the same as you did before with the border. Pull a band through it all, and then you need to just put it on the band of the C-clip to close it off. So there's the first border, and now we need to do the same on the other side. And I don't think it really matters if you do it upside down or not. So I'm just going, I think that's the same. Looks the same to me. So I'm just going to flip the bracelet over and do it straight upwards. And you do the exact same thing, so you put the first loop bit on the hook and pull a border band through, and you carry on doing that. And if you didn't understand it before, those loop bits is the loop that we put over the end of the hook when we made the centerpiece. Just in case you didn't understand. Like I said, I'm very bad at explaining sometimes. So it's like that. And now we're gonna do this extra bit again. So you see, like, it's like a chain bit there. Go in, grab the tail band, and pull the border band through all of it, like that, and then you just put that on the band of the C-clip as well. And once we untwist maybe 1 or 2 bands, then you have your finished Gerudo bracelet. Thank you all so much for watching this tutorial. I do hope that you did make this bracelet and that you did understand my instructions. And if you did make this bracelet, then please remember to post it on Instagram and tag me. My Instagram is rosey.loom, and I will have it in the description box as well. And also use hashtag Gerudo Bracelet and hashtag RoseyLoomStuff. Also, if you did enjoy this video, then please give it a huge thumbs up and maybe leave a comment or something and subscribe. And that's it. Oh yeah, and also thank you so much for over 50 subscribers. It means so much to me. And that's the end of the video. Bye.